Whew. This is complicated. Okay, so I think I may have sound. I don't know if you're still there, Chantel. It's been a long time since I've been on, and I forgot how to set up the software. So we'll see if it works. Hopefully there is now sound. I need to look into everything again and change the settings. I think I've got quite a bit of delay. So anyway, if you've dropped in and watched that beginning of silence, oh, is it working? Okay. Okay, so I finally figured out how to work it again. So yeah, I'm fine. How are you? You still living in the mountains? Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. I am not going to talk about politics. It's just crazy what's going on in the world just now. So you still diamond painting, Chantal? Are you using tweezers? Still diamond painting, cool. Yeah, I just thought I would come on, but as I said, it's been that long since I did this. I couldn't remember how to set things up. So I think I had a couple of failed attempts with no video, and then I had no sound. So I just need to write down what I did before I forget again. I was trying to set it up with the wireless mic that I use for the videos, but I don't think I can do that. It's the internal mics on the cameras I think I'm using. So as long as the audio sounds okay, that's fine. I just need to remember that. Don't try and set it up as if I'm recording a video. It looks better than it used to on the audio is very clear. Cool. That's good to know. Now let's see if we can switch cameras. Yes, it worked. Oh, it's been a long time since I've done this. So what time is it? Where you are, Chantel? It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Denmark. I have no idea who will drop in, if anybody will drop in. 7 AM, yeah, so it's still early on a Saturday. I was going to record some unboxings and then I thought, can't really be bothered, and I thought, oh, I'll do a live while I work on this. So I think I'm just over halfway. Anxious Wallflower, thanks for dropping in. Welcome to my first live in, I don't know how long, a year? Do you think it's been a year, Chantel? Hi, Carly. What is that painting? It is Springbringer from Diamond Art Club. Let's see if I get reflection in it, hopefully not. So, yeah, at least a year. Yeah, it's been a while. That's why I couldn't remember how to work this thing. Yeah, I'm this green part here is this little plant in between the back legs. No, it's not. It's the little plant in between these two. So just past midway. I've done all of this half, and I've got this to do. So yeah, still quite a lot to go. And as you know, a single place with tweezers. Fan cells. I don't know if I've tried. It's been a long time since I looked at those sites. Fan cells. I don't think I've got anything from them. So how are you, Carly? It's been ages. I wonder if anybody else will come in that I know. So what are you working on, Chantel? Oh, right, I just read the screen after I asked the question. Always and forever. Always gnomes for Valentine's Day. Getting over the flu. Yeah, that's been doing its rounds. I've managed to avoid it so far. But yeah, I hear a lot of people coughing on the metro, so they don't mind sharing their germs. I just try and keep away from them. What are you working on a kit just now, Carly? Fan cells. Are they on AliExpress, or is it an independent site? I've just realised I was being very complicated trying to set this up and got it totally wrong. Yeah, so I run it from my iPad. I was trying to run it from my laptop, but I run it from my iPad, but I watch it on my laptop so I can see the clients. That's how it works. Whoops. Fan cells is like a, so it's not under the umbrella of the bigger names like what are the main two now? Like Temu or AliExpress. They're a dedicated site. I need to look at that. I don't know if anybody can remember. It's an independent. Yeah, I'll need to look at that. I don't know if anybody can remember what Tammy was working on when it was last on over a year ago. I think she might still be working on the same one. She's nearly finished. She's got about 4 sections to go. And it's a Flowery Skull from Diamond Art Club. And she's already pulled out the one that she's going to work on next. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Halloween one from Homecraftology. Labels, yeah, I still don't label my stuff, I just number it. I've got the same numbers that I've had for years. I don't change labels. N. So we've just had some snow. In fact, it's still snowing in Copenhagen. But it's not going to come to anything. I think they said it's going to be like 1 millimetre or something. It looked nice, it was big fluffy flakes. But I think it's already starting to melt. Oops. That's the only thing, tweezers, if you go too long, the tips of the tweezers get glue on them. No indicator on the back. No indicator on the bag. The story currency's flat, so I need an indicator. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, it took a bit of hunting to find that one that Tammy wanted to do. We had it logged in Gems Flow, or she did. So I had to find it first. So I've got like a really big portfolio thing that I lay flat, and then all the kits are in there, and then a piece of heavy card on top, and then zip it up, and it just flattens everything. So I knew it was in there, but I had to dig to find it. But we've got the drills for the kits are all in plastic containers that are numbered. So she checked Gems Flow and the drills were in box 10. So we've got quite a lot of boxes with drills. But I've stopped doing that. The Diamond Art Club ones, all I do is after I do the unboxing, I put the drills inside the canvas and then roll the canvas around the drills and then put it back in the box. And then it's just easy because the canvas and the drills are in the box. And since Diamond Art Club have now got a thumbnail on the end of the box, it makes things even easier. I got 3 folders, so I go a bit based on size, and then the smallest is ones that Mom could also do. She shops in my stash. Yeah, you know, I've got them all. I've got the biggest ones at the bottom, and then it sort of comes up in different sizes. And when you open the thing, it's all the small ones are at the top, which I'm really beginning to doubt if I'm ever going to do, because I've started doing these big ones. I like working on them. So Yeah, I mean, when I was going through to find that one for Tammy, I was finding canvases that I totally forgot I had. I'm glad I got this working. It's been so long since I've spoke to anybody. So now I know what I'm doing. It's a lot easier than I thought it was. I might do some more short lives, because it is pretty simple to set up. It was just me being stupid. Whoop, DAC advert. What, me? Or are ads popping up? Again, I don't really know what happens with ads when you're on a live. Really? So it does ads and during is that something new? Never used to do that. A DAC advert. Is that because I mentioned them? How long did it last? I don't know how annoying that would be. And does it totally cut me out? Like, do you miss what I'm saying? I never go in lives, so I don't know. Yeah, it's appropriate, but I don't know how much it sort of would get in the way of 10 seconds. So it totally cuts me out, or does it hold the video back and it continues? Or do you miss 10 seconds of whatever I was talking about? I could see that being annoying. I'm just going to try some of this. It's been a long time since I've worked this stuff. But switch camera. Did that switch? It's quite a long delay. And then I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Done. I'm going to do that. Hey, it worked. And then we'll go back to there. And settings. Okay, just ignore me while I mess about with this stuff. Okay, that should switch cameras automatically without me having to manually do it. We'll see. I think I'll switch that title off. But it's quite handy though, when people drop in and ask what you're working on, you can just put that up. Just need to remember how to take it back off. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of getting used to. So every 3 minutes the camera should switch. I only have two sort of similar angles, but I'll work on it a bit. Have maybe 3 cameras up, just switching different angles. It just makes it a bit more interesting rather than just watching the same angle all the time. So you miss, that's not good. You could be in the middle of, I could be in the middle of answering a question or something, and then suddenly it just drops into an advert. I didn't even know that happened with lives. I know it didn't when I used to do them. The amount of immediately trashed plastic. Yeah, that one that Tammy's got, we just had a look at the bag of drills, and it is an old kit. It's those little, the little bags that have got like, 200 drills in them or something. So a lot of waste. Where did that one go? So just doing the good old checkerboard as usual. I don't know what's changed. The tray, the new tray, well, newish tray. I never had this when it was last on. It was Yellow Dog Designs. Really nice tray, really like it. Tweezers, that I can't remember where I got them, but they matched the tray and the covers. Nice and sparkly. Apart from that, I think everything else is pretty much the same as it was a year ago. I do have quite a few pens to do reviews of. Just haven't done it yet. Again, that's the thing with tweezers, the glue starts to stick to the tip. That nearest part is out of focus, isn't it? I think it's too close to the, it's got a bit on it, it's a bit too close to the camera. So I need to mess about with the camera distances and stuff to get a better image, but it's good enough for now. The main thing was to see if anybody came on that I knew. Are you still working in the same place, Carly? I think the last time we spoke you had a job offer and then you decided not to take it, I think. Still the same. Better the devil you know. I'm still working at the same place as well. Oh, that's what I couldn't remember what the reason is. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, an extra 2 hours travel. It takes me 45 minutes to get to work by bus, then metro. But, I mean, I just sit and listen to music, but still, yeah. I mean, an extra 2 hours, that's a lot. And then you've got the cost of transport as well, so you're actually spending more money. So you're actually earning less. Unless the company pays your transport. Ooh, company car. Is it a BMW, Mercedes, Tesla? BMW X1 e-drive. Nice. That's the only thing I'm doing this is the first time I've done the clear perforated cover. And this was before they started putting the pink lines, which I think they now do grey lines, to mark where the perforations are. So I can't see where the perforations are. So I'm just checking where the edge is. There. So that's how high I can go. And this is why Tammy won't use tweezers. You just always get a drill that just will not go. I don't think this has changed camera angle, has it? It was meant to change after 3 minutes. So he moved up on the DAC radar. Yeah, Diamond Dark Club sneak peeks. I can't remember how many I've done. Maybe 50, I think. I don't know. No, maybe it's not as much as that. I don't know. I'd need to check. But more than a couple. Nah, it's not 50. 20. I don't know. Yeah, quite a few though. They aren't sneak peeks, they're first looks, because for some reason it used to be that you got the kit pretty well in advance, so you had time to record the video, but for a while they were getting to people after they were actually released, so they're classed as first looks. So for a while there, that's all it was, first looks all the time. So if anybody was searching sneak peek, they wouldn't find it. A couple is a diplomatic way, is it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's quite nice to get stuff and see it before it actually goes out. But I still see things I like, and like this one, I mean, I bought this. There's still a few, even though I'm lucky enough to get the chance to do the sneak peeks, I still see things and think, no, like that. So. Yeah, I mean, that just came about. Diamond Art Club just got in touch with me out of the blue, and I thought it was somebody winding me up. So I contacted customer service and said, this person named whatever sent me an email and asked if I was interested in doing a sneak peek. I just want to check that it is genuine. And they said, yeah, she works for us. So you must be watching videos. So that was a surprise. Tweezers are not for people who have no patience. Tammy has started to use them for ABs. Because for quite a long time she was saying, I don't know why people are complaining about the ABs with pink wax. Because it never seemed to bother her. She was using pink wax, just normal pink wax with ABs, and it seemed to be okay. And then just suddenly it started, the wax was getting pulled out of the pen. And she started to get really frustrated with it. And I said, try tweezers. So she did. She didn't like it, but she did. Now she says she's getting used to them, but she doesn't like using them. But I think the ceramic tip tweezers, I think can make a big difference. They're more comfortable if they've got this sort of wishbone shape. Because they're quite springy. So when you, it's easier to get the tension right to pick up a drill. And the ceramic tips don't scratch the drills if you're pushing them around. The only problem is they're too thick really to try and take drills out. Like if you have a defective or misplaced drill and you're trying to pick it out, the ceramic tips are too thick. It's really awkward. So I still keep a pair of the sharp metal tweezers, and these are the tweezers I used for a year, maybe longer. But now I couldn't use them. I got so used to the ceramics, they're just so different. But I use those to pick out the defective ones. But it's funny that for a long time Tammy just said, I don't know what the problem is with ABs, they're fine for me. I don't know if it was just that particular square of pink wax she had, or if the pink wax had been used a lot and it was just an old piece, because I've heard if you dirty up the wax, it works better with ABs. But I just always used tweezers because I read up a lot before I actually started diamond painting, and people were always saying, oh, ABs, they pull the wax out of the pen, and some people were saying use tweezers. So when I got my first ABs, I just used tweezers. And then gradually I realised I don't need to swap because I was getting used to them. And then I tried all these different types and saw the ceramics and thought I'll give them a try. I really liked them. Pink wax, if you angle it, work okay-ish. Yeah. Yeah, I think now she just automatically says, oh, it's ABs, and she just picks up the tweezers. But most kits, there aren't a lot of ABs at any particular point. So it's only a few drills normally. I do have some that have got a lot. Oh no, it's not ABs, it's fairy dust. The fairy dust are fine. Oops. Has that camera ever switched? I don't think it has. I'll switch it. So Diamond Art Club have now got the new clear wax. Hi Helen, thanks for dropping in. It's been a long time. How are you? How's the weather in Scotland? It's just been snowing in Copenhagen. Oh. Hi Janita, thanks for dropping in. All the familiar faces are here. Chantel, Carly, Helen, Janita. It's like stepping back in time. So how are you, Janita? You doing well? No, Angie. No, is she still on the go with diamond painting, or just a bad time? I know it's really early. She's still doing diamond painting. Good. I think the last I heard of Angie was, did she not move to Texas or something? Snowing in Canada, that's nothing unusual, is it? Canada gets a lot of snow. Just looking out the window, it's turning from snow to sleet. Like, looks really wet. So that was it. That was the snow for this winter. We had at least 1 millimetre of snow. Oh, she's starting the job on Monday. Cool. I popped in when you were testing. I didn't manage to. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what I was doing, Helen. It's been that long since I've done a live. I couldn't remember how I set this up. And I think maybe when I did those tests, you weren't getting any video, and I don't know if you were even getting sound thinking about it. But it was just me overcomplicating things. It isn't as difficult to set up as I thought. Moved to Texas, moved back. Oh, right, okay. Last I remember seeing was that she'd moved to Texas. These little flies. They're that light they can actually walk on the glue and they don't stick. We think they came in with plants. Go away, fly. And we can't get rid of them. A foot at a time, yeah. This winter we haven't really had any I like to talk about at all. I think every winter is milder than the year before. When I first moved here in 2012, you got a decent amount of snow at least once during the winter. But not anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. We've got a lot of plants and we think they've came in with one of the plants and then they've started laying eggs in the soil in the other plants. They're really annoying. I mean, they don't bite or anything, it's just irritating. I was in hospital having my check-up for inherited bowel cancer. Whoa, serious stuff. I'm glad everyone's okay. So, inherited bowel cancer, is that because it runs in the family, I take it? Like it's a condition? I mean, I've heard about breast cancer being a thing that I know that some women have, like, preventively have had both breasts removed because the chances of them getting breast cancer are really high. So they just, rather than waiting on it to happen, they just get an operation. I didn't know that bowel cancer was hereditary. I'm guessing that's what it means, inherited. You can't see any plants here. It's like 2 feet deep. Yeah. Yeah, that's when everything looks really nice, when you get fresh snow and it's nice and deep and it hides everything. It looks really good. And then it melts and you get flooded and you can see all the potholes and cracks in the road and stuff like that. Back to the real world. So how long can you expect snow for, Janita? When does the thaw kick in? Is it March? Something like that? Thanks, Carly. I saw you sent me a link there. My dad died of bowel cancer. I ended up, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, cancer. My dad died of cancer of the esophagus, and I've got a condition called Barrett's esophagus. It's classed as a precancerous condition. So, yeah. But I've known that I've had this for a long time. Like, a long, when I think about it, maybe 30 years. Because I ended up at hospital because I was throwing up blood. And they thought maybe it was an ulcer or something, and then they found out what it was. But my dad didn't know anything about it until he was having problems swallowing food. And then he went in and they did endoscopy and found out he had a large tumour. March or April. I had them flies when I moved into my house, even though no plants. Put them around the terrace really helped. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have so many plants. I mean, I collect cacti, various types of cacti, and then we've got other plants as well. So we don't really have anywhere. We're in an apartment, so we've got a balcony, but you couldn't fit all the plants out there. So, what are you working on, Helen? Do you have a project going at the moment? And what about you, Janita? You must need something to do when you're sitting looking at the snow. There's actually two types of fly. There are really small, really thin flies. You can't even swat them, they're so small and light. And then there's another one that looks more like an ant, but smaller, but it's got that sort of ant shape. So it's two different types of fly we've got. Okay, I think that's the ends done. Quick check. Nope, isn't. That's it. Diamond painting, Diamond Art Club, the Midnight Cat. The Midnight Cat. Can't remember. Is that no? Is that the one where it's sitting on a windowsill or something? I'll look it up. I'm trying not to knock the camera. Oops. Ah, okay. I just saw the link you sent me, Carly. I'll need to look that up, give it a try. I mean, we get fruit flies in the summertime, but we've figured out a way to get them. But those little flies aren't interested. What was I going to look up? The Midnight Cat. Oh, 20% off everything with code LOVE20 days 0 hours 0 minutes 0 seconds 0. Midnight. Shit. Midnight. Oh, it's not the one I thought. Okay. Oh, that's different. So if I don't get reflection, this is what Helen's working on. It's nice, I like that, it's different. Yeah, that's yeah, that was unusual. Deadline 000000000. Okay, T. T is number 23. Okay. I finished magic lessons and many dazzles learning New Year. Cool. Yeah, I've got some mini dazzles. I haven't got around to doing them yet. I bought little frames for them, so I'll maybe take a break from this one and do the mini dazzles. Get them framed, see how they look. Oh, you've got Goddess of Stonehenge. Yeah, cool. What was the one that I got? I can't remember the name. Was it Goddess of Stone Temple? I haven't done that yet. I can't even remember if that's the name. I need to check that. Keep knocking the camera. Yeah. Goddess of Stone Temple is the one. It's pretty dark, I don't know if you can see that. It was a long delay. It's very dark actually. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Tammy's fine. She's actually, I just got a message. She's been out shopping. She's just came in the door. I just heard the door. So I told her I might do a live if I could figure out how to work it again. She might pop in because she knows that everybody asks how she is. Nope, haven't done it yet. It's a really cool. I really like it. I like that the sort of ghost thing. They've done the shading, so you're looking through. I just thought they did it really, really well. It's a really nice one. But I've got a long list of kits now that I really want to do. I don't know what the next one's going to be. It's far too soon because I keep changing my mind what I'm doing next. I've still got just under half of this to go, so it's going to take a while. Hello. There's one of the chefs at work, see, diamond paints. And her son. I finished Abraham Falls. Was that a Diamond Art Club? It's just if it is, I'll have a look. It doesn't ring a bell. It's weird, it's not coming up. It's because it isn't Abraham Falls. It's Abrams Falls. Whoa, a lot of colour in that. If anybody's curious. This is Abrams Falls. Too close. Has anybody ever used one of those roller things? You know, like the little wheel that's got the tape on it and you're meant to like roll in the tray and then just roll it? Has anybody ever tried one? Got to go food shopping if you're still here when I get back. I don't think I will be because Tammy's just got back. I'll probably head off soon. But it was really nice to catch you, Helen. It's good to see the people that I spoke to way back. Anxious Wallflower says, I have not, but I heard they don't work, unfortunately. Can't get it to look nice with the 6 placer. Such a wheel thing must be a lot harder. See you, Helen. Enjoy your shopping. Yeah, it's one of these things that I keep meaning to get one and do a YouTube review thing on it. But I just can't help thinking it's going to be more hassle than it's worth. But someone want me to find out. I suppose I should order one. Give it a try. I just think you're going to spend so much time trying to straighten up the drills. Even when I've looked at pictures advertising them, if you look at the drills on the wheel, they're all sitting at different angles. And then you see the videos where they put them down and they're perfect. I just wonder how many times they took that shot to get that line. It's like the that Vase pen that was advertised just before Christmas everywhere, showing you a pen that looked like it fed drills to the tip. So many people got caught by that. Just makes me think things like it's so much easier and faster with this. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when I'm diamond painting, I'm not in a rush, as you can tell. I just like to, normally anyway, listen to music, put headphones on, listen to music and just sit and do this. I still haven't tried a multiplacer, Carly, at all. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. It's we've all got slightly different ways we work, and as long as it works for you, just because everybody does a certain thing or uses a certain wax or it sounds like it, you know, like you hear somebody saying, "Oh, I only use such and such a wax." If you don't have any problems with the pink wax that you get in a kit, there's no need to go spending money on stuff. But again, I mean, I'm I can't really say that because I'm always curious. Like I see things and think, is that really better than that, or does that really work, or would that be better than that? I mean, I've always been like that. That's why I end up getting all this stuff. I still have quite a few accessories that I've bought just every now and again. I just browse and then I see things and I think, it's different. I wonder if that works. So I get it. I have a few things sitting waiting. But I think most of the things just now are just diamond painting pens, just fun pens, like just a bit different. Nothing like mega expensive, not hand turned or anything like that. Just different, bit of fun. So I've got a few of them sitting waiting. Yeah, I did a video a long time ago. I tested, what was it, something like 13 or 15 different waxes. Never realised the video was going to take that long. But yeah, I found that the pink wax actually was up near the top. And then some stuff that I had heard people talking about just did not work for me at all. And at that time, a lot of people were raving about it. But the one that placed the most drills with one dot was Museum Putty. And it was over 5,000 drills from one dot of Museum Putty. But I use tweezers all the time now, so it doesn't matter. But the thing is, I bought the Museum Putty because I'd heard about it, and I used one dot to do that test, and I've never used it. It's still in the package with one little hole in it. So, hello.
Knock knock.
Carly's here.
Hi everybody.
Helen has just left, she's going shopping. Janita's here. Chantel was here, I don't know if she still is.
I need help. Can you open that?
I knew it was useful for something.
Stop it.
She's just given me a jar of salsa that she cannot open. And I'm probably not going to open it either.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Thanks.
She's off again. Have any more adverts come up, Carly? Now I'm curious how often they appear. Refurbished phones. So far, I don't even know how long I've been on. Well, it's over an hour. Time flies. Okay, so I just noticed that I can see there are 9 people watching, and the stream started 71 minutes ago. So if it's only been 2 adverts in an hour, it's not too bad if they're only like 10 seconds. But still, if somebody had asked me a question and I was replying to it and then they get cut off for an advert, that's annoying. Swappy. So you swap your old phone for a refurbished newer phone. Janita had one, so it's not all the same. So Janita's had 1 advert, Carly's had 2. But I think Carly's been in longer. I suppose a mobile phone advert could be relevant to pretty much everybody. I mean, we all use mobile phones. Hi Heather, thanks for dropping in. You've got premium, so you don't get ads. Okay. How much is premium? Is it like a yearly thing? Like, can you pay like a year in advance, or do you have to pay every month? I'm from Sweden and the USA. I think if I recall it's like... Oh, okay. I suppose that's for a full year. It's not that bad. But it's just kind of weird that you have to pay not to get adverts. I suppose it depends how much you watch. So when you say you're from Sweden and the USA, does that mean you were born in Sweden and moved to the USA? I was born in Buffalo, that makes sense, out of Buffalo. I was born in Buffalo, New York. I met my sweet online 1996. Moved to him in 1997, and we have lived there till 2009. Wanted to try Buffalo a bit, moving back soon. I hope, well, it's crazy. Well, it's crazy in Sweden as well. They've been having a lot of problems with gangs. And some guy burning the Quran. So somebody got into his apartment and shot him in the head. So he won't do that again. I have no idea where... My geography of America is hopeless. I have no idea where Buffalo is. I've heard of it, and that's as much as... or as far as it goes. My wife is American. She's from Washington State. And I'm originally from Scotland. Buffalo is northwest of New York. Ah, right, okay. So pretty high up. So I met my wife online as well. Through a game called World of Warcraft. We used to play that. We were in the same guild for years. And eventually she was living in Copenhagen and I finally decided to move over here. So I moved here in 2012. And we got married in Copenhagen City Hall. We met on a Telnet chat, and Telnet, I've never even heard of Telnet. Telnet was popular in the late 90s on Windows 3. Whoa, back in the good old days. Well, I moved here in 2012 and we reckoned that we'd known each other for about 8 years before I moved here, something like that. Oh yeah, Netscape. Whoa, that's a blast from the past. Internet Explorer. Yeah, I remember when you had to pay per minute for going online. That was quite an expensive time. Yeah, we did in Sweden, and we'd have to wait to be on until after 6 PM because it was cheaper. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Had to wait till 6, and then you had to keep track of how many minutes you were on. Sure, somebody made a lot of money at that point. I mean, it's crazy how things have advanced in such a short time. I mean, the thought of having like when I was a kid, I mean, the phone, you had to go home or use a phone box to use the phone. But to be able to talk to somebody anywhere in the world on video, it's just crazy. And then electric cars. When I was a kid, I thought by 2025 we would have flying cars. They used to talk about that. I had a TV show called Tomorrow's World, and they would talk about all these possible things that were going to happen in the future. Being able to carry your phone was one. They got that right. This is Springbringer from Diamond Art Club. Oops, where am I going? I'm watching on a different screen. Right, okay, so it's sort of middle. I don't know, that's out of focus, I think. Back a bit. Don't know if that helped. But the section here that I'm working on, this green part, is this little plant in the centre. So slightly over halfway. What are you working on at the moment, Heather? Oops. Snow Princess. Snow Princess. Is that a Disney thing? I need to keep up with these things. I'm going to look. Ah, okay. So that's one of Fennis's, is it? Yeah. I did a review of what's the name of it? Ah. Hmm. Oh, it's maybe not there anymore. It was like a witch sort of character with a black witch's hat. Oh, I can't remember the name. But before I did, I think that was a sneak peek, and I contacted Dennis and asked her about what was behind the image sort of thing, and she sent me a really long reply. It was really nice for the artist to actually get back. So yeah, she was really friendly. I'm just going to check. So videos on knee painter. Yeah, yeah. I read a lot of mixed things about that. Like people say the hose would get in their way. For me, it doesn't. It's a really sort of soft, flexible hose. The big appeal for me, even though I don't use it. I mean, I bought it like everyone else. I bought it out of curiosity. But I was thinking about people that use like easels, like have their canvas nearly straight up and down. I'm thinking, how many times do they drop drills off their pen, or if they're using tweezers? I mean, everybody drops drills. But the e-painter, once you pick up the drill, I mean, you saw in the video, I can shake it and the drill stays there. For me, that's a big advantage to somebody who has a table that's on a really steep slope. I'm trying to remember the name of that one that I reviewed, and it's really annoying me. And I know when I see it, I'll be thinking, yeah. I'm just skimming through. There it's Melody Lane. That was the one that I was lucky enough to do a review of. But yeah, Ennis replied to my question. Pretty cool. I'm just looking at how long this delay is. I think it must be about 10 seconds. But I haven't done this one either. There's so many that I think, yeah, I'm going to do this one, then I'm going to do that one, then that one. So I'm not saying what I'm doing next because I keep changing my mind. But that's a really good one, I like that. Yeah, that's the other thing, the putty and wax residue as well. But for me, the absolute main one would be people who work on an upright table and never drop drills. I think that's a big advantage. I change my mind a lot too. I like tweezers. Yeah, I use the tweezers all the time. I know it's probably not as fast as using a pen, but it doesn't bother me. I like the fact, like you said, you don't have any wax residue or anything. The canvas stays nice and clean. And it's really easy to just finely adjust the drills as well. I mean, I'm always like moving about and I see like a wider gap somewhere, so I just sort of push the drill to make that gap a little bit smaller. I know I don't need to do it. I know that as soon as I switch the light pad off, that gap will disappear, but I still do it anyway. I do it without thinking. Oops. So when you lived in Sweden, was it in Malmö? Where everybody seems to live? Or was it somewhere else? I've been in Malmö 2 or 3 times. Went to Lund to see the cathedral, and we went to Gothenburg to see Scorpions in concert. But never really saw the place. We just basically got into the hotel, which was straight across from the venue. Went in there and then headed to the concert. Saw the concert, got up in the morning, had breakfast and left again. So we never saw Gothenburg. The llama region, I've never even heard of that. I mean, there's quite a few people that work beside me that live in Sweden, and they can actually get to where I work faster than I can, and they're in a different country. Because I have to get a bus, then the metro, whereas they get the train straight from Malmö. Hi Rose, yeah, a long time, long time. I think we've decided it's been at least a year since I've done a live. I used to always say them at the end of the videos, you might catch me live, and then I realised I've been saying that for a very long time, so I stopped saying it, because I was never really sure if I was ever going to have time. And then today I thought, okay, I'm not going to do an unboxing, I'm just going to sit and diamond paint and talk to people, maybe, if anybody comes in. And it turns out that a lot of the people that I used to talk to have all came in, so that's quite good. So yeah, we're both doing well. Tammy's getting close to finishing the kit that she's working on. She's working on Flowery Skull from Diamond Art Club. I think she's got 4 sections left or something. So how are you, Rose? What's been happening with you? yeah, I'll try and get Tammy on sometime, because for Heather, sometimes I do lives, and my wife and I have got like drafting tables that face each other, and I can set up a camera so we can see what she's working on, and one so we can see what I'm working on, and we can talk. Knitting. I've never tried knitting or crochet, or the only other thing that I've tried is cross stitch, and it was through that I ended up diamond painting. I did cross stitch a long time ago, because one of my mum's friends used to come over, and she would bring her cross stitch and sit and do that while her and my mum were talking, and I just thought it was really cool. The cross stitch patterns that she did were big, and they looked like watercolour paintings. Like it was sort of like Victorian characters, like the ladies with the big dresses and the little umbrellas, and the guys with the top hats and that sort of thing. And I just thought that is amazing. That's just made of thread. So I started doing it. I did one as a surprise for my mum for Christmas. Then I did one for my gran, and then I don't know, I lost interest, and I didn't do anything for a long time. And then after I'd moved to Copenhagen, I was thinking I might get back into cross stitch again. So I started searching the internet, and diamond painting just popped up somewhere, and I thought, what is that? And I had a look at it. I thought, okay, that looks interesting. Less fiddly than cross stitch, no having to tie threads and split threads and all that stuff. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and then I ordered a diamond painting. 60 by 60 was my very first diamond painting, and that's when I found out how small drills are. I got this 60 by 60 and all these tiny little drills, and thought, what have I done? So I finished that, and by the time I finished that, I was absolutely hooked. Oh yeah, I've seen stuff that people have done. Some of it's just so intricate, really cool. But yeah, diamond painting is definitely my thing. I have not lost interest in it at all. In fact, probably more interested than I've ever been. I'm always looking at things and asking questions. Some companies like that, and some companies don't. But I'm just curious about everything. So that's why I ended up doing the YouTube channel. Because I thought, well, maybe people who are new, I can talk about things and help them get interested as well. And then I started looking at different things, accessories and stuff, and thought, well, I'm curious about this. Maybe other people are as well, so I would just buy it and then do a review. And I'm still doing it. I've got stuff sitting here that's been sitting for a while. I think most of it's pens, like just different pens, different weird and wonderful pens, but nothing expensive. And then I've got a set of tweezers that I got. They just came in a few days ago. They've got a magnifying glass on them, and I just thought, well, they work with diamond painting, so I ordered them. And yeah, a few other bits and pieces. But when you're working full time and you're trying to get time to relax and actually sit and diamond paint as well, it can be hard to fit time to sit and do the videos. Because, I mean, I know the videos, especially the unboxings that I do, are long. They're usually around an hour, because I go through everything. And I'm always thinking of the absolute beginner, so I'll go through the whole thing every single time. And then I've got to sit and edit it and put the parts together, and then I sit and index it, so I have to sit and watch the video and then put in the titles of when I open the toolkit, when I look at the pen, when I look at the pink wax, when I look all that stuff. So it takes a lot of time to put these videos together. And sometimes I just want to diamond paint. So that's why I didn't record any videos today. But I do have something coming up this week. And that's all I'm going to say. Which companies do a favour? I really like the companies who do licensed artwork. It's really became a thing that I think about a lot, because when a Diamond Art Club contacted me and asked if I was interested in doing reviews, I was talking about it earlier, but initially I thought it was a wind up. I thought it was a scam or just somebody being funny. So I contacted Diamond Art Club support and said, I've just got this email from this person, and they said they're from Diamond Art Club, and asked if I was interested in doing reviews. And they said, oh yeah, she works for us. So I thought, oh, that was a surprise. And then the more I did it, like, I try and contact the artists as well. I don't always get replies, but sometimes I do. And you get to know that person a little bit through back and forward emails, asking them about the idea behind their artwork and how they got into art and that type of thing. So you get to know them a bit as a person. And then you think, well, they're spending a lot of time, they've got a lot of talent to create the artwork, and then we're basically copying it in drills because we really like it. And then the whole thing about licensing, the fact that they get some revenue from the diamond painting, so they're getting something back, rather than a company just seeing something and thinking, oh, that might make us money. They copy it and they sell it, and the original artist doesn't know anything about it. And the more I thought about it, I thought that's just wrong. So now it's really companies that do licensed artwork that I'm interested in. I do have stuff from other companies, like licensed work as well, and I have done reviews for them as well. But I do go on like Temu and AliExpress and stuff, but I'm not looking for diamond paintings. I'm looking for accessories. And that's where I see all these sort of weird, funny, like pens and things, and just things that I think, would that be useful in diamond painting? But I won't buy any kits anymore, because I don't know the origins of the kit, and the thought of buying something that's been ripped off from somebody just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I know a lot of people do it. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody, I mean, we're all different, but that's just my personal view on it. I mean, it's things like that advert that I was talking about earlier with the pen, the Vase pen, that they were advertising, and it wasn't just one. Well, I don't know if it was one company, but it was under a lot of different names. All these adverts that were popping up in social media, and they were showing this pen that looked as if it was feeding drills to the tip of the pen. And I saw this about 3 years ago. I did a thing. What was it I called it? The amazing self-feeding. I forget what I called it. The amazing self-feeding diamond painting syringe pen or something like that. It was the same idea. And in that video, I ordered one. I knew it was a scam, but I ordered one so I could show people it was a scam. And I basically recreated the video that they did. I sat and I placed one drill at a time, and then I edited it so it looked as if the pen was just going doot 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 doot. And I said, so that's the dream and this is the reality. And then I explained what was happening and why it was impossible for a drill to go through a tip of a pen when the drill is bigger than the tip. And then the more you think about it, how do the drills turn the right way? What stops the drills falling out of the pen? How come there's no wax? Just everything when you start thinking. But people see the advert and just think, wow, that's amazing, I'm going to get one. So just before Christmas there was an absolute spate of them with this vase pen. So I ordered one, but not from the companies that were advertising. I mean, you get the vase pens everywhere. If you search Temu, AliExpress and type in vase pen, there are dozens of companies selling them. But they're not saying that they feed drills to the tip. So I ordered one and then I did that video and it's had a lot of views. And I've had quite a few comments where people were saying, I wish I'd seen this video before I bought one. But it's just one of these things. I don't like the idea of people being ripped off deliberately. So if I can stop that happening, I'm quite happy. I really like Diamond Art Studio. I bought outside the sweet shop and that has the most colours that I've had in a kit, and I forget now, I think it's 197 or 196 colours. But they only do licensed stuff, and I email back and forward with them quite a bit. I like to get to know the companies. But now, because of the GDPR thing, they don't ship to the EU, so I can't get any kits from them. And it's the same with Yellow Dog Designs, who made this tray. Really like their trays, but now because of the GDPR as well, they're in Canada, they've stopped shipping to the EU. So I'm glad I got this tray before that happened. Tennis Dreams, what's that? Yeah, I was just reading your comment here. Why is it much easier compared to doing a video if you add stuff into it? I don't add, well, yeah, all I add in is the chapters. I sit and go through it and then stop it and then put that the time stamp thing. I mean, I don't really edit my videos. All I do is I put the intro at the front and then Welcome to Copenhagen part, then the main part, then it depends on the video, but normally it's just the sort of summary and then the outro. I don't cut and clip things. Like if I make a mistake or mispronounce something or forget what I was going to say, it's in the video. I just try and keep the videos as natural as possible, so you get all the ums and ehs and ahs and I can't remember and everything is just there. I don't spend time editing that out. I don't really see the point. And I mean, I'm getting a lot of good feedback from people. They seem to enjoy the videos, so that's nice. Oh, Artemis Dreams. That's I read that as a title for a diamond painting. I was going to search that. So yeah, that was my mistake. Because I'm diamond painting and just sort of glancing up now and again, and I just read that wrong. Yeah, you were talking about the vase pen. Yeah, I mean it's everywhere. Somebody got in touch with me and said that they had, or I think they said their mum had bought 3. You know, you get the 3 different colours. She'd bought one of each colour and thought that they were self-feeding pens. And they were asking if I thought they would be able to return them. I seriously doubt it. When somebody's scamming you, I don't think they're that interested in giving you your money back. It's worth a try, but I would expect no reply. Because at the end of the day, it is a diamond painting pen. If you stick a little piece of wax in that, it's a diamond painting pen. But I saw in one of the threads on Facebook from an advert of it, somebody had asked the person who had posted the advert if these pens really work, and they said yes. So, which is a blatant lie if you're talking about it self-feeding. So they're not really interested that your mum spent however much on 3 pens that don't do what she wants. They're just interested in how much they got for the 3 pens. And they'll do it again and again. So it's just trying to raise awareness, and then hopefully people see the video and tell their friends about it, and it gets more and more difficult for the scammers to con people. Just noticed there's a corner missing in that drill. I am very, very fussy with drills. Tammy would have left that. There's a tiny piece in the corner that was missing. The tiniest little tag or anything on them, I changed them. She just shakes her head. Whoa, that's the wrong colour. Replace that with the colour I'm working on, which is not the same colour. Okay, I think it might be about time for me to go. I have been going for nearly 2 hours. So I think I should go and spend some time with my wife. So thanks to everybody that dropped in. It was nice to see so many people that I haven't spoke to for at least a year. That they're all still here and they're all still diamond painting. And the new names, thanks for dropping in. I hope you enjoyed the chat. I will try and do more lives, maybe not 2 hours long, and just get back into it again. So that's it. Thanks for watching and have a good weekend.